Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy. Fucking internet is so dog shit around here. It's your boy GZTV. We are back with another video, another recap. This is the third one of the week. We have two more to close the week out. But yeah, we're out here, man, to talk basketball. Of course, Wednesday, February 28th. We had about four good games. There were some pretty good games on tonight. I missed a lot of it because I was streaming and doing that Austin Reeves grind, which, by the way, is going fantastic. Like, I would have never imagined this to be going as well as it is. But, yeah, we just got to talk about some games here. Let's get into it, starting with the Pelicans and the Pacers. We knew that ESPN doubleheader wasn't going to disappoint. Yeah, LeBron's just, he's the greatest ever. I don't know why. I'm sorry if I'm chopping up. Why does my hair look like shit? Uh, Again, I'm sorry if I'm chopping up, but, like, why is there a debate anymore? LeBron is the greatest basketball player to ever step foot on a court. I used to be a huge MJ fan. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a huge MJ fan. But, like, bro, who else is doing this at 39 against one of the best teams in the NBA? Like, easily a top five team in the NBA, and LeBron's out here giving him 34 at 39. Like, is that not ridiculous? We will get to that in a second. But first, we're going to talk about Pelicans Raptors. Pacers beat the Pelicans by 9 to open a home and home set, so they'll play each other at the Pacers arena. And it was kind of funny because I'm not that far from Indiana, and the tickets tonight were like $6 to sit in the nosebleeds. I should have pulled up, honestly, but yeah, Pascal Siakam, great scoring and rebounding. You know, Tyrese added some decent scoring. Obviously, he's out there to facilitate as well. Yeah, very some really big passes, really big plays made by Tyrese down the line. And yeah, Pacers are able to win there. Yeah, again, just dope passing from Halliburton. Pascal Siakam, he's just a crowd pleaser. He's just an energetic guy. Makes a lot of big plays. You gotta love him. Obi Toppin had some nasty dunks this game. Tyrese Halliburton, again, just dishing the rock. Obviously, Zion's a hard man to stop, and he continues to have a good season despite the overweight. Well, it's not really an allegation. He is kind of overweight, but despite being in the shape he's in, like, it's just crazy that why is there always stuff in my fucking hair, dude? What is good right now? Okay, what the fuck, bro? All right. Anyway, Zion put up 23. He shot 50% overall, which is fantastic. 30 points for Brandon Ingram, 23 for CJ McCollum. The Jonas Valanciunas got hurt, or I don't know what the hell happened to him actually. I guess he got hurt. I don't know. That was unfortunate. Whatever happened there. Um, guys off the bench like Najee Marshall didn't do anything but do cardio all night. I mean, he was grabbing rebounds, I guess, but like he could have played a little better for sure. I gotta get whatever's in my hair out because it's fucking aggravating me. Dude, what is okay? Whatever. Sorry for the hold up. I'm taking forever. But Pascal Siakam put up 24 and 11. You get 14 and 10 out of Miles Turner, 17 and 13 for Tyrese Halliburton. So pretty good dub there for the Pacers. Moving on to the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. I'm not sure how the Grizzlies kept this a close game, but they did. Anthony Edwards scores 34. The Timberwolves move into first in the West with a 9-point win over the Grizzlies. Huge third quarter and overall just a big night for Ant-Man. Yeah, moving to the possession of first place in the Western Conference. So yeah, good stuff. Anthony Edwards dunking the ball at a high level. Nickeil Alexander was hitting some tough shots. You get Naz Reid hitting shots. He's been great off the bench for this team all season. Rudy Gobert airballed, and John Morant on the sideline was having a lot of fun with that. So I guess that was kind of a funny moment. Zaire Williams was hitting some threes and stuff too. I mean, there's definitely some Grizzlies guys that are getting an opportunity right now. But my goodness, for the sake of my fantasy matchup this week, I'm going against Jaren Jackson, and this dude killed me. 33 and 13, shooting 30% from three. I'm assuming he had multiple blocks. He had 3 steals and a block. So, I mean, he was really all they had tonight. This Jordan Goodwin guy, I don't know. He's all right, I guess. They just don't have that many great pieces. Without Ja, without Desmond Bane, they're kind of cooked there, but at least they made it a competitive game for the people that bought tickets, I guess. I don't know. Timberwolves, you get 13 and 11 from Karl Anthony Towns. I think he missed a game, but he's back. You get 34 out of Anthony Edwards, and that's really all she wrote for that game. Moving on to the Cavs and the Bulls, man oh man, DeMar DeRozan, huge game. He scores 35 points. The Bulls beat the Cavs by 9 in double overtime after losing to the Pistons. So this is a nice break for them to go out and get a dub. DeMar DeRozan made the big shots down the stretch, and Andre Drummond dominated on the boards. Just some vintage stuff from Andre Drummond. He's having a really good comeback. I'm really happy for him, and like seeing what he's been able to do for the Bulls. You know, it may not lead to like the most success in the world, but he's definitely a great player for them and definitely underrated. You know, it was just enough to lift the Chicago Bulls past one of the Eastern Conference's best teams. So these are statement wins. You know, they've beat teams like the Cavs. They've beat teams like the Pelicans. You obviously need that Pistons win. But, yeah. DeMar DeRozan was hitting threes. Darius Garland was dishing the rock around. Kobe White was hitting shots. Julian Phillips was hitting shots, I guess. But yeah, Kobe White was a big shot maker, as was DeMar DeRozan. Evan Mobley, insane game. Again, I'm going against him in fantasy as well. He put up 25 and 13. You get 23 points from Darius Garland, shooting 50%. You get 14 and 15 off the bench for Karis LeVert. Great bench minutes. I don't know, I guess Georges Niang or whatever his name is didn't play that well. I mean, he's not really that good of a player to begin with. Looking at the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan, 35 and 10, shooting 40% from 3, 24 and 13 for Vooch, shooting 33% from 3, 17 and 26 for Andre Drummond, shot 67%, 14 and 12 for Kobe White. You get 21 points out of Ayo Dosunmu. Great game for the Bulls, but I mean, you can't really expect them to play like that every night. That's a pretty unrealistic standard. But hey, they did it, I guess. They win. Moving on to the final game of the night and the thing we are all here to talk about. Behold the King, LeBron James. I don't really have much to say about this game. I didn't watch too much until the end, actually. But yeah, Lakers hang on, comeback win. Kawhi tried to tie the game. Didn't quite go so well. Again, this is a huge win. It's not just LeBron putting up 34 points at 39. It's not even all about that. It's like, we're talking about a great team on both sides of the basketball. Great team on both sides of the basketball here with the Clippers. So to win in a game like this, and obviously AD wasn't even 100%. He was a game-time decision. It's crazy, man. Norman Powell hit some big shots. Obviously, Russell Westbrook was dunking. Anthony Davis was playing some good defense. I will give it to him. He was playing some really good defense. Rui Hachimura was dunking on people. But LeBron James is the highlight of the night, putting up 34 points. Yeah, man. Anthony Davis, 20 and 12. Yeah, those two, obviously the star power, pushing them forward. If you went to that game, you witnessed greatness. I mean, you really did, and we got to take it. We can't take it for granted, because LeBron might not have that many more years in him. I'm assuming probably 2 or 3 more years in his career. But I mean, Kawhi Leonard put up a solid effort, 26 points, shooting 50%. James Harden played pretty good as well, 23 off of 50% shooting. Amir Coffey didn't play the greatest. Obviously, missing Paul George was a big deal for this team. But again, it's just LeBron being unstoppable. I mean, what else is there to say? In Amir Coffey's case, I would have liked to see Norman Powell get the start. I know Amir Coffey's had some really good games in the past, but it would have been cool to see Norman Powell start this game, but I don't know. It is what it is. But moving on, just looking at tomorrow's games real quick before we close out the video. I took way too long on this video. We have the TNT doubleheader that's actually really good. We have the Warriors and the Knicks, and then the Heat go out and play the Nuggets. I think those are really the only 2 games I care about tomorrow. So if there's any close games, you can catch me on this channel every single night. We do NBA recaps of all the close games. I don't talk about every single game, obviously, due to time constraints. But we'll get the good games, the games that matter. So, yeah, obviously some playoff implications are going to start coming down the pipeline as we get into the last 25 or so games of the season. It's going to be a really exciting time. Going to be a lot to talk about. Anyway, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it is your boy, GZTV, giving you guys NBA recap content. I don't know if anyone else does this, like live stream type of action. I'm sure they do, but tomorrow we're going to be reviewing Dawn of the Dead. I do movie reviews. I do all sorts of stuff over here, so yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys. I'm out.